All right, what's going on, people? We're back in the mobile studio and just kind of watching guys walk by, bastards, trying to look at me, sons of bitches. You don't get no free show. You got to wait for the video to drop. Jeez. Anyway, it's solid, man. Just got done. Didn't have much time today. Haven't had a lot of time again this week because of work and just trying to do things right. And dude, don't you know I'm recording, bro? God. Son of a bitch. Anyway, just jammed in a little like 20-minute session, hit some chest real quick, something. Anything's better than nothing, right? So I was reading a post earlier about somebody who's first week and it's hard and they got a lot of stuff going on. And it's true. We have a lot of stuff going on in our lives, and ultimately what it ends up coming down to is making priority. If you want to be better, if you want to be stronger, if you want to lose weight, if you want to be comfortable in your own skin, you got to make it a priority. And so where does it fall on your priority list where you give a crap about how you're going to end up? And that's a huge deal right there. I want to, that person in their first week, some of the comments they made, it sounds like things were really uncomfortable. And to get through that first week and survive it and to make sure that you're being consistent, that's such a huge deal because that's what it takes. It takes prioritizing and then making it consistent, right? So set those small-term goals for yourself. Don't, I got to do 100 pounds in 4 weeks, and a lot of those TV shows ruin that for people. And so, I'm not going to do 100 pounds in a month. That's just not how it works. That's just crap, I'm sure you could do a whole bunch of meth and shoot dope and probably achieve that, but let me know how that works out for you, and I'll see you on the other side. And but the reality is it takes a little bit of time, and so you got to put that in there. And so, I'm excited. I'm excited when somebody says, I'm through my first week, and it sucked, but I did it. And it does suck sometimes. And it's going to suck even down at week 3 and week 4 and 6 months in and 3 years in and 2 years in. I've been at this since I was 39. And, it's just been like a year. No, I'm just kidding. It's not been a year. It's been longer. But I've gotten hurt, and so I've had to stop and start over again. Or I find an excuse to just slow down and not do it, and that's a bunch of shit too. And then I don't do it, and I don't want to. And even my wife is my sounding board. She's so instrumental in what I do because she's like, dude, you haven't been to the gym in like a year. And I was like, no, I went like a month ago. She goes, no, that was like 6 months ago, and you went for an hour, and that was the last time you went, or whatever the conversation was. But she put me in check, letting me know, hey, man, the reality is you haven't done anything. It wasn't a priority anymore. And if it's not a priority, then I have no reason to be consistent. And so if I get through my first week, then that means that the next week is going to be a little bit easier, right? So the pains may be different because now I'm exploring new stuff, right? Number one rule. Here it is, right here. At the end of the first week, when you are hurting and you're tired and you feel like it's not working and it hasn't magically happened like the TV shows show you, it's okay. It's totally okay. You know why? Because you never, ever, ever have to feel like that ever again. You hear that? I'm at the end of that first week. All that pain and suffering that I went through, that's the last time I have to feel that. If I keep going. And week 2, at the end of week 2, I never have to feel like that ever again if it's a priority and I'm consistent. There's 2 very important factors. That's it. I promise you, you never have to feel like that ever again. You're better at the end of that week than you were at the beginning. And at the end of the second week, you're better than you were the first week. That's it. And it keeps going. But you have to stay in the game. I myself didn't stand the game, and I suffered for it. Now I'm having to start all over again. My starting weight was 272. I've lost 25 pounds so far. And that's huge, and I didn't even realize that until the other day. Because it's a priority, and I'm consistent. Some days I don't want to get out of bed, but I do it anyways. A lot of self-talk. It's not pretty, and it's a conversation I probably shouldn't have in public because people think I'm a total ass. And I'm talking to myself. 3 things to take away this week. Priority, consistency, and you never have to feel like that ever again. Stay strong. Be blessed. Talk to you next week. Thanks.